Hello, today I am removing carb gaskets from a Husqvarna 51. A quite easy job. I'll start with removing the 3 bolts from the top casing. Now this is quite a simple job. As you can see, I suffer from NTS, which is non-tidy syndrome. And if you suffer from NTS, which I have for many of the year, you can still do this job perfect. Now, as I said, this is quite an easy job because there's plenty of things on YouTube that can show you how to do this, but this is quite easy saw to operate on. Now what you have here is your engine and your filter, your air filter and your carburetor inside that. So all we'll do is take out the carburetor, take off the air filter box, take off the carburetor, take off all the linkages, open the carburetor and see what the story is with the seals. Now I haven't got new seals but or gaskets, but I'll fit them on a later stage. Now as you can see here, there's a little wire things keeping it, the filter together, but I'll clip them off if I can find some tools. Right. Now these are put on by somebody else, so you just clip them off. There's one here on the other side as well. This is quite simple if you weren't holding the camera, but as I have no one to hold the camera, I'll do my best. Now, in normal cases, it's a good idea to get your air compressor and blow all the dust and muck and whatever you can see around it. And if you are, block this hole with a bit of tissue or something just to where the dirt won't go in. Even though you'll be cleaning the carburetor anyway, it's no harm to keep the dirt out. So what you have here is 3 screws, or 3 Allen keys. 1, 2, 3, so you just open them off. Just like that. And one here. It's a little bit tight. Now you can use an electric screwdriver here as well, just when you get them open. It'll save twisting, save a bit of time. Now I have the 3 of them loose. Now you should have a box really to place your screws and things, but I'm not tidy so I don't. So I just leave them on the ground. 1, 2 and 3. Just use the pliers here, it's a very handy tool. Leave your 3 there. That's your air box and your 2 bolts as well for keeping carburetor on. So what you have is your choke linkage and your throttle linkage. So you can lift off this here. Now, the only thing you have to look at here is see where your throttle goes. As you can see, I'll get the camera around there. It goes in the back there, if I can do this a little bit right. Just see where your linkage goes. And the same with the choke linkage. You can see there. And you just watch where it goes on the bottom and what's connected to what. So you have a fuel line going from your tank up to your carburetor. So your fuel line is here, just remove it from there. Your choke linkage is there. Basically pull out the carburetor like that. You have a gasket here for keeping everything sealed. You can leave that on the ground as well. Now, remove your piece there for holding your airbox. And your choke linkage here as well. Just pay attention where it goes. There you go, it goes in like that. Can't go wrong there. And next is your throttle linkage, just clicks off here. There you go, it goes in like that. Now all we've left is the fuel line, so little pliers remove the fuel line. Hard to do with one hand, but whatever. Careful not to break it or snap it. Now just check on the top of it here that you haven't any damage on or damage from previous work on it. Because it'll leak fuel again and cause trouble. There is a little nick here, alright, on it. But what you can do is just chop that back, maybe about 5 to 10 mil, and it'll fit perfect again. Now, that's your carburetor. That's the way it goes in. So, leave your chain set down out of your way. There's your carburetor. Now you open this one here on the bottom. I just leave the camera down for a second. So just open this. Straightforward. Now check where everything goes. As you can see, it's always good to take a picture with a camera phone anyway. It's free. And remove that. Now here you have a filter gauze, and you have your pump, which it pumps from these two here. Here's your pump gasket. That's the main one that gives trouble. Leave that one out there. Now here you have the metering system. So you have screws here as well. 4 screws. I'm going offline with the camera there again, but next time I get some person to hold it. So you open your 4 screws. Now this is quite straightforward. 4 screws and this little thing here. There's your cover. As you can see, there's a hole here, but it doesn't really matter what way it's turned, but keep it turned the way you've seen it. Here's your metering gasket. That's what meters the fuel going in. So there's a 1 layer here. It's a very tiny gasket. Or it's not a gasket, it's actually the diaphragm itself. And that's it. Now in the kit you'll get this as well. Now these normally crack or get hard and they're useless then. You'll get this gasket here as well, so you'll scrape that off, literally pull it off. So ideally what we'll be getting is this gasket here. Probably isn't in need of it, but you'll get it in the kit anyway, so fit it. That gasket and that. This little pump gasket here. Now, it's very easy where it fits because there's little nudges here and it just fits back into where it, you'll see where it came from. You can only go one way. And you'll get this. That's quite straightforward. So when you're this far as well, you can clean your carburetor. Now here's where your fuel comes in. And there's little gauze here. Now, you don't have to take it out unless it's very dirty. But you can, it's easy, you take it out, just get some kind of a needle with a bend in it and just scoop it out. Push it back in there with a very small socket, in line where it goes. You can always remove this as well. This is a little needle, it's on a spring. Now you take off that, remove this. Now watch the spring doesn't pop out in you. And you have a little needle here just for stopping the fuel up and down. Now when you're cleaning your carb, you can't take off that. Blow through everything. Blow through your carb cleaner, hose through the whole lot. Every jet you see. And it should clean it. Now you have two tuning screws here, which you'll see there's H and L. Now that's high revving and low revving. So if they're, as if I did, you take it out from your chainsaw. If you want to take out them and know where what setting they were at, screw them in. Count the turns you screwed in to dead stop. Don't overforce it, just screw it in and screw it back out again, and seeing how many turns you've screwed it in, and leave it at that. And same with the other one. But take them out, then clean them. Shove your carb top of your carb cleaner straight through and blow through them. Clean the clean everything really. We clean the top of the little needle and put it back. Blow through everything, then clean everything. When you remove this gasket, I won't remove it now because I have a camera in my hand, but what you do is just get your blade, a standing knife blade, and scrape it off, lift it off, clean everything. And basically I will probably do another video putting back the seals, but it is straightforward, as even if this was the new seals now, it's straightforward. It's back again, and you'll see this has we'll just say this is my new seals. You have the little nib here, that'll go back there. It'll fit back into place. There's two little lumps here that'll show, sorry, I'm offline with the camera again. Two little lumps there to show you where to put that seal. And face this that way, then it four screws on that. That's that side. This side, same thing. Gasket, you'll see where the gasket goes. You really just follow where it goes and see that these two little nibs are going on where they should go. There's little two holes there for these two little things. Now as you can see, this one's slightly dented. Very hard to see on the camera, but there's a little dent there. I can't really focus in great now, but yeah, that's probably causing a little bit of problems. But new seals never go astray anyway. Now that's all from me anyway, and talk to you again. Thanks for watching.